Hello, welcome Wolfpack friends. Hope you're well today. I'm going to do a reading for our fellow fire signs. So that includes our Aries, our fellow Leo, and Sagittarius signs. So Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius signs. I'm going to pull from a few decks, and whatever comes out, and at the end, we'll go over them one by one, and that will be your reading for today, fire signs. But first, let's get cleansed. Piece of sage, cleanse the area. Universe, whoever's meant to hear this reading, may they hear it in time. It may be of use to them on their journey. Thank you for everything. This area is cleansed. And let's get started. Okay, so gonna pull from, do a few shuffles or so, the Sun Tzu Art of War Oracle deck. Wow, okay. See that, okay. And then, wow, a couple on the side there. Okay, I think that's a good amount of cards there. Let's see. An intuitive pick. Now, I'm going to do it from the Awake Inner Wisdom cards. What does our fire signs need to know today? One more. I'll put these out of the frame and do my best to fit these cards within the frame. Okay. Now, lastly, can do from the Wolfpack Tarot deck. What? Oh, okay. Do all fire signs need to know today? A few more. Some more. Okay, got that one out there. Perfect. Okay, there's that. And last one. Okay, there it is. Alright, so looks like a decent amount of cards came from the Art of War, Sun Tzu Art of War deck. So let's get started here. So actually, before I do that, let's do this one, the Awake Inner Wisdom card, just a singular card. Cosmic Blueprint. Put that there for reference, and he's still watching. Let's see what things have to say here for Cosmic Blueprints. Okay, so Cosmic Blueprint. You have always been in alignment with the Cosmic Blueprint. Believe it. Foundational energy. The golden spiral shows us the importance of circles and cycles in creation, death and rebirth. It is a geometrical blueprint for life, divinely proportionate, and infinite. We see this structure mirrored in our bodies. All kingdoms of the earth and galaxies of the cosmos, everything exists in one harmonious mystical system. There is no separation, for we are one with all of existence in this way. Have you sensed this spiral within yourself and your surroundings? Okay. Very nice. Let's put that right there. So let's do this here, the Art of War Oracle deck. Consider the cost of an argument. Before you start an argument with someone, be it a partner, a friend, or a colleague, consider the consequences of doing so. If it goes too far, the fallout may be bitter, resulting in bad blood, grudges, and a breakdown in communication. Even if you, quote, win, end quote, the argument, what you win may no longer be worth having. Okay. Get to the root of the problem. If someone is unaccountably angry with you, think about why that might be. They might be, quote, maintaining deceitful appearances, end quote, and are angry about something that has nothing to do with you. Gently try and find out what it is, and they may well grab the chance. Your reward and theirs will be getting to the root of the problem so it can be sorted out. Okay. Be decisive and quick. Life is short, although it's only when you reach a certain age that you realize this. The fact is that you cannot afford to wait too long to tackle your problems, as they will only get worse. Face them now, decide what to do, and act quickly. You may find things are not as difficult as you thought. Wow. Okay. And let's see. Prevention is better than the cure. We're all, quote, generals, end quote, in our army of one. We are responsible for how we live and relate to others, as thwarting an enemy's plans is better than laying siege to their city, so looking after your health is better than waiting until you get sick, and managing your budget is better than falling into debt. Be responsible for yourself and for others. Okay. Don't be deceived. Life is hard enough when we are deceived by others, but even harder when we deceive ourselves. When we tell ourselves that others are better, smarter, and more deserving of happiness than we are, or when emotions get in the way of our rational choices. Much of our freedom and power comes from control of our choices. Choose not to be deceived. Okay. Argue with respect. If both parties can remain respectful of one another during an argument, then the resolution will be something worth having. A serious argument can end in the destruction of a relationship, leaving devastation for both the, quote, defeated and the conqueror. An authentic victory, end quote there, is a victory over aggression, one that respects the enemy and renders further conflict unnecessary. I'll try to fit these here in the frame. Got two more from here. Let's see. Speaking in public. The prospect of speaking in public can be terrifying. However, it is a great skill to develop. For Sun Tzu, the, quote, enemy, end quote, the public speaker could be lack of a point, mumbling, reading your speech and making too much of your mistakes. Quote, know yourself, end quote, means know your material, relax, be confident, dress right, sober up, practice, and be yourself. And lastly here, better decisions lead to a better life. Every time we set out to solve a problem, we are declaring war on that problem. Our lives are the combined outcome of all the decisions we have made, both important and unimportant, good and bad, conscious and unconscious. Rather than focus on the outcomes of those decisions, we should review how those outcomes can be, and how those outcomes came to be to become better decision makers. Looks like I have actually 3 here on the Wolfpack Tarot deck. Home. You may find that someone is pushing you to the limit, forcing you to become more protective of your home and family. For reasons of security, you may find it is necessary to move yourself and your family to another location. Follow your intuition. All will be well. Guilt. You seem to be harboring guilt from the past, such as divorce, children, or actions. Seek solution and move on. Learn how to overcome guilt and to forgive yourself. Prayer heals. And lastly, compassion. You realize the innocence of a person and choose not to create harm. The lesson is to know that you can, but choose not to. You may be in a situation that requires compassion from others. It will come. Wow. So I'm definitely getting a lot of, it seems like whoever this energy I'm picking up is someone that is going through a rough time, whether it be argument with family, friends, loved ones, spouse, whoever it may be, because you see a lot of these cards here, they're kind of pointing to speaking and arguments. You have right here, consider the cost of an argument, get to the root of a problem. Prevention is better than the cure. So perhaps finding ways to prevent arguments, argue with respect, better decisions for a better life, don't be deceived, speaking in public. So I get a feeling that someone here either is in the public eye or has to, maybe they delegate or speak to a crowd of people, whether that be other workers in a company or whatever the case may be. It does seem that they do have to be quick on their feet and quick thinkers. And unfortunately, they may or may not have the most time to think things. They may not have the most time. They have to be, quick on their feet in regards to, how they speak to people. And whatever happens and however they decide to articulate could damage or it could, help benefit things, just depending on what the situation is. I see here with Cosmic Blueprints, gonna, talk about here cycles of creation, death, and rebirth. Is there perhaps someone here that is going through significant change of some kind? Perhaps maybe they have gone through arguments and have lost some arguments, or maybe, quote, won an argument, but then by winning an argument, they probably have damaged relationships as a result. Could this be having to do with perhaps guilt that you are harboring from the past? It seems that this person here may be in a position where they do have some level of authority or power, for example, and hence why it's talking about argue with respect. Prevention is a better cure. Get to the root of the problem. Because I see this compassion card right here. It says here, the lesson is to know that it says, you realize the innocence of a person and choose not to create harm. The lesson is to know that you can, but choose not to. So I get a feeling that someone here, perhaps in the past, they've probably hurt other people in things that they have said, and obviously they can't take those things back. It may have potentially damaged relationships. It could be, someone in the home, whether it be spouse, family, loved one, relatives. It says here, you may find it necessary to move yourself and your family to another location. Could also indicate maybe coming to things from a different frame of mind, moving to another potential frame of mind. leading to better decisions, which will help to a better life. It does look like here that, there does seem more of a positive, things. It says here, follow your intuition, all will be well. Prayer heals. This right here, it will come, like compassion, whether it be you giving it to somebody else or maybe you needing compassion on something. But whoever this energy that I'm receiving right now, it's someone that potentially in a position where they have some sort of authority. They probably deal with and talk with many different individuals and are put in positions where they do have to think very quickly, and they have to be very calculative in how they go about their words. If possible, this person may benefit perhaps from taking a step back, maybe getting into a frame where they can kind of like meditate and maybe get a little bit of clarity. Because I know when so many things are going on, and even though, be quick and decisive, but at the same time, it seems that there are a lot of potential risk involved, and whatever you can do to help with prevention of arguments may help with things in the long run. Cosmic Blueprint makes me think that this is something that has been already this is part of something that someone is meant to learn a certain lesson in their life path. Maybe they're knocking themselves down, or maybe they're just so overwhelmed with everything going on. Maybe even they feel bad about things that they have done in the past, maybe affecting the home, or maybe they're working too much. Maybe talk to a counselor, or confide in a friend or someone that may be able to give some kind of advice. Maybe have an associate if it's work related. Maybe to be able to delegate tasks, perhaps to kind of free up some load that may be useful. It's definitely someone having to do with speaking with a lot of people. But yeah, wow. Please, I hope this reading has been helpful to you on your journey. Again, this is for our fellow fire signs, our Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius signs. Please take care of yourself, and I hope that everything continues to go well. Please follow, and subscribe for more content. This is your reading for today, fire signs. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now, Wolfpack friends.